And there she is. So, after a very long and very hot walk, which is not to be confused with a hot walk, we ended up at this place that we.
That's a
very bad pun. Right?
Yeah, bad.
So we're at a little stall in Ubud that serves lawar. And lawar is a traditional Indonesian dish that is a combination of very finely chopped proteins, usually meat, but not always.
And all sorts of meats, duck, pork, whatever.
Yeah, what she said. And vegetables and coconut. And we just ordered 2 of the spicy version. And we did a bit of research about this beforehand, and apparently this stall does a particularly good version of it. And not only that, lawar is a really social thing when you're making it. Usually it's made by men who get together in groups and they madly chop meat into little bits and have some drinks and you know, chat and gossip a bit. And then they serve it for, you know, it's not usually a dish for one. They make it for a larger number of people.
I think it's for friends and family. Yeah. It's a gathering thing. Yeah. That being said, I don't know that that's what we have going on here.
Because we're the only ones here.
And we've got a lovely woman who appears to be the chef. Yeah. So, but it's interesting to note that it's usually a big social thing. And we just really wanted to try the dish because we haven't had it. So I got the pork one and Rob got duck. And we're waiting for those to come. And then they didn't have, we usually get iced tea in a glass. And they only have stuff in a fridge in bottles. And both of these actually are iced tea. So this one says fruit tea on it, and it is black currant, and boy oh boy,
what's this?
Sweet. So this is an iced tea that's very similar to the one that we get when we just order something in a glass, like a homemade iced tea.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Sweet, but it's not crazy.
Sweet and cold and wet.
This one tastes to me like a I mean, it's Ribena flavored, right? It's a black currant, but it's like a Jolly Rancher or it's a candy flavor. It's pretty strongly candy flavored, and I think that's from the sugar. But, you know, it's also good.
Before we came here, I did some research on the recipe for the spice blend here, and I found a very, very good one that I will post a link to. And it's incredibly complex spicing that revolves around galangal and turmeric and
also lesser galangal.
Yeah.
It's another one of those rhizomes.
Which starts with a K. I forget the name of it, but it'll be in there.
Pellet person did that.
And many like coriander, black pepper, white pepper, all kinds of really good stuff.
And fried shallots and things. So anyway, it looks like a great recipe, and we'll probably try that when we get home.
Right. So I always forget to mention this till the very end, but please, I'm begging you, like and subscribe, because we need the validation. Thanks. That's all I need to say. So we're just waiting on the food to arrive. We're going to have a nice cold drink now. So, yeah. So she's mixing stuff up in a bowl. All right. So, of course, we have the ubiquitous 2 mounds of rice, and then this mixture is going to go on top. This is going to be good. So I see some coconut, some vegetable matter. Yeah. And like every house or business in Bali, there's always some art and some sort of offering that makes it just absolutely beautiful. People really pay attention to that here. It's what makes it a really special kind of a place. Duck right here. Thank you. So I got to say, this looks pretty darn amazing. We have a couple of satay sticks, and then the mixture of vegetables, and you've got the pork, right?
Pork, yeah. And presumably pork in the salad, and maybe a peanuts.
Wow.
No, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
It looks like a little broth kind of a thing, right?
That is so good.
Okay, you just almost did a did a Mark Wien's face there.
So it's it's a pretty fatty stock. Like there's a lot of
like collagen and stuff in there.
Like really
schmeckes.
And it tastes almost a touch livery. And there's a turmeric thing in there. It's really good.
So try
It's
the.
intense. It's so cooked down.
So let's see. So that's the coconut.
This is the lawar.
Oh, the drum is killing me here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Should I make it wait a little?
Oh, come on, eat it already.
Very coconutty.
Mm.
Kind of in the way that a torin is.
Right.
From
The
India.
Indian, South Indian Torin.
But it's meaty. Got a lot of spice in there. That slight campers quality that coming to know, I guess that's the lesser.
I guess it's growing on you, isn't it? It's growing on you.
It is growing on you. It's really complex, all the spices going on in there. And it's hot, but it's not crazy, crazy hot.
And it's beautiful. It's really, really nice.
That is, I thought it was peanut sauce, but it's like, it's hard.
Solid rocket tempeh or something?
No, I don't think it is tempeh.
So, okay. Taste test. Or is it a sausage?
Nope. Chunk o' meat.
Chunk o' meat. Oh,
It's
Gold
a
Rush.
piece of pork.
Well, that looks just beautiful. And then you've got some sort of crispy.
I've got skin, pork skin. And another kind of pork skin, I guess. I'm not sure exactly how those two are different.
And
But
then,
they are. See, there's maybe,
oh, is that intestine? That looks like it's intestine.
That's possible.
Small.
This-
Yeah, yeah. I think
it
that's
doesn't taste intestine-y.
Oh, good. It's hard to get good
at.
at. I know.
It's always a little poopy.
A little poopy.
People tell me it's really good if it's done properly, and I've yet to have it, I guess, done really well because it's always a little poopy.
Well, I guess literally they fried the crap out of it there.
There is that. Literally fried the crap. This is very, very tasty.
Wow. Okay.
tell
Well,
me. Let's see
good.
your
Good.
duck.
I'm gonna dig in.
Yeah.
Okay. So, stock. Oh man. That. I love sambar from South India. That almost puts the sambar to shame. It's a side.
I don't know though. Sambar
Apples and oranges, really.
It really is. Sambar is a lentil and a vegetable dish.
I know, but just in terms of flavor, making me go, "Oh wow, that's good."
Okay.
That's,
We get that.
that is just delicious.
Isn't it rich?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's all in it. It's what's the? Is it like green tomato or something like that? I don't know. I love it. I taste something and it's fantastic, and I can't figure out what the heck it is. That's really delicious. All right. And then I'm expected to do a solo here.
You have 2 skewers.
Well, I didn't want to brag, but
And you also have 2 piles of,
yeah, I do.
interesting.
But then again, you have a chunk of pork, and I don't. So I guess like
Go figure.
Oh yeah, that's very, very
Ducky?
ground meat on a stick, grilled. How can you go wrong? That's not duck though.
Oh.
This I think is the duck.
Right, the lawar is the duck.
Really complicated. Really complicated. And it's got the multiple rhizome kind of spice blend that and I found the recipe for that will put something up that will be quite comparable to this. Not exactly identical because everyone makes it a little bit differently, but wow. So much noise. So many flavors with long envelope and just delicious. Anyway, honey, have some lunch. We'll discuss. This is all so good, and it's so complex and so obviously handmade. Just wonderful.
It's not for vegetarians. It is an extremely meaty lunch. I will be having all veggies for dinner after this.
And it's interesting too because some of the comments on the map, when you on Google Maps, when you go to find this place, people say it can be really hard to find, and it is somewhat recessed in from the street. And on the entranceway, there's what looks like a little, almost like a ticket booth. And I don't think very many tourists come here because when we managed to make it past the ticket booth, we were looked at with incredulity, like, "Are you sure you know where you are?" kind of a thing. And and we mentioned Lawar. Oh, okay, yes, we could do 2 of that. Do you want spicy or no? So yeah. And I gotta say, if you're in Ubud, this place is really worth seeking out, because this is actually one of the tastier meals we've had.
And it's really not that hard to find.
Yeah, it's not hard to find. It's 15 feet off the main street.
So, one of the things that we didn't mention earlier, and it doesn't apply to this particular place, but apparently Lawar is often made using the blood of whatever animal meat
Chicken or pork, mostly.
is in there. So often that is added, and this place does not have that. But you need to know that in case you go somewhere. We would love to try one with blood, because we are, you know, in Vietnam we were eating blood cake, and we had blood sausage and various other bits and pieces like that. But I know for some people that's a bit of an issue. So if you see Lawar on the menu, you might want to ask, does that have blood in it, or does it not? But give it a try, because it is very, very tasty.
Boy, the obvious handmadeness of this, and the complexity and the freshness of it. This is just an overwhelmingly good dish. Can't get enough of that. Now, we both got different ones, and they're both extraordinarily good. Happy days.
But this stuff, this broth on the rice, makes it pretty. It's just amazing.
So, as you can see, some pretty serious damage was done in short order. And what did you think?
It was lovely. It was different, and as you said, obviously homemade, and love put into it. Really, just good flavors, really complex, very meaty, and I would want to do it all the time. But it was a treat.
So it almost feels like that IKEA commercial where I want to go start the car, because that was only 70,000 between the two of us, with drinks included.
The neighborhood of $6 Canadian, something like that, right?
Yeah, and ridiculously good values. That's when you know you're eating local style.
Very nice.
And as I said, we'll put directions directions of how to get here and a Google map pin, so that there will be no mistaking exactly where this is. So once again, strongly recommended from the two of us. So cheers, until next time.